Hey everybody, it's Craig Hazel here, chiropractor in Ottawa, Ontario. I'm here with my good friend Nima Rahmany, the edutainer, the man from out west. Listen, he and I were just sitting there talking about our event that we're holding on February the 6th. And as you know, chiropractic is about removing interference to the expression of life. Most chiropractors, though, are having a really hard time expressing themselves out in the public. They're having a hard time getting their message through in a very busy, noisy world. Social media is one of the biggest things that is competing for your attention and for your patient's attention. So how do you get through the clutter in order to get people on board with your message so that they can actually get in your office, get face down, and start getting well? One of the things that we've identified here, just talking as we set up this event for February 5th, 6th, and 7th, is that there's a lot of public speaking coaches out there. There's a lot of people out there that are going to show you how to create a polished presentation. But we agree, Nima and I, that one of the most beneficial ways that you can get your message out is becoming extremely authentic, extremely genuine, and offering the most highest value that you possibly can. So Nima, tell us a little bit more. Why should people come and see you?
Well, it's not to knock any other public speakers out there or public speaking coaches, because I learn from all of them. I am a student. I'm not saying, this is not like a competition. It's just that I've studied them all, and I've been a president of Toastmasters and chiropractic school, and I really wanted to make speaking and performing an art. I'm a salsa dancer, world championship salsa dancer, a stage theater actor. I've done improv because just as a hobby, and I've realized that the principles that make a presentation theatrically are the same as a speaker. And we have to start treating our talks, our group report of findings, our public talks to the public as performances. I've done Michael Port, I've read Roberto Monaco's stuff and watched his stuff. They're all fantastic. But from a chiropractic perspective, we have to stop doing other people's stuff, stop teaching other people's stuff, Ben Lerner's group report of finding, Chris Zano's, and Maximize Living, and this person and that, and doing what they say, and running a script from what they're doing, and really finding what is congruent with us. We're not doing that. We're not doing that as chiropractors, and we're failing miserably. And 99% of all chiropractic presentations I've ever seen are crap. And I've watched them and gone, they don't follow these principles. There are certain mistakes that they're making. And I want to share it. And I want to show how to take research and make it mentally digestible. I want to show how to create your own script from your knowledge. And you have to start by sharing with people. What I recommend you do is to start sharing with people what fascinates you about chiropractic, what intrigues you. You have to make your presentation intriguing, and you have to deliver some sort of a value rather than talking about subluxation. We are giving talks that are just, this is what you should be doing. Well, I'm sorry. People have a different mindset. We have to stop doing group report of findings and marketing like it's 2001 or 1989. It's completely changed. The rules have changed, and my presentation and how to deliver an amazing public performance is going to be reflective of the new economy.
Cool.
For chiropractors. For chiropractors. So I am a chiropractor. I am not just in Chiro World now. I get paid thousands of dollars for a 1-hour presentation. So it's not because I sat there and just talked about what they should want to hear. It's because I studied what it takes to get a standing ovation. And I was listening to Michael Ports, and he's like, just get everyone up standing at the end and, just before they're finishing, and then that's how you get a standing ovation. That's not how you get a standing ovation. You get a standing ovation by being real, by giving them something of value that actually inspires them, that makes them feel better about themselves. And there's certain principles that you need to follow in order to do that. You have to add value to their lives, not con them into giving you a standing ovation so that you can feel better about yourself. That's not really what it's about.
Cool. So in this 2-hour time that we've got, 7:30 to 9:30 on Friday, February the 6th, we're going to dig into these principles. We're going to dig into these elements. Any kind of other snippets or tastes that you can give?
I want to give you something of value. Here, new concept in this new economy. If you have a report of finding happening between now and when I come to Ottawa, or I'm going to Atlanta, Georgia at the end of the year, if you have a public talk, I want you to ask yourself 4 questions before you go up on stage. This is what I do. This is a ritual that I do every time, and I'm sharing it with you guys because it's going to make your talks profoundly better. Ask yourself 4 questions. Question number 1, what is my intent? Okay, what is my intent? If my intent is to sign up more new patients, believe me, the frickin' audience will be able to know. Okay? If that's the case, they will tell. They will be able to tell you, and I've made many mistakes like that because that was my intent for the first half of my career. My intent going up on stage as doing a chiropractic talk, group report talk was I want to sign people up, and it backfired miserably. Question number 2 you want to ask yourself is, am I present? Am I somewhere else? Am I present? Question number 3 is, am I having fun? If you're doing this because you should, because a guru told you that you should have group reports and it's not really you, and you're trying to copy someone else, then stop doing it. Don't do it. It's not you. Make sure that you're having fun with it. It's got to be fun. And question number 4, and this is the most powerful one, you want to ask yourself this question. What if this were my last talk that I were ever giving? What if I was, as soon as I walk off the stage, something horrible happens and I'm gone? And this is the very last thing that I'm going to share with these people. How would that change my message? And so every time that I truly believe that from last year, 1 year ago today, to today, which now I'm traveling the world and I'm sharing this message, the main difference was I asked myself those 4 questions every single time before I got up on stage. And I was so centered, and I was so like my intent was so on the money that I find myself now being requested to speak all over the world. Is it a coincidence? Hell no. You have to ask those 4 questions. This is a little snippet of what I'm going to be sharing with you. I mean, the mechanics of how to open, how to do a soft close, how to structure your talk, those are just the mechanics. And all those speakers, they teach you that. And there's many out there that teach you that. I focus on shifting the mindset of where you need to be in order to be up there. And it's not copying me. That's the secret. I'm not going to get up there. I'm not going to tell you, you got to do it like Nima does it, because that will come across as inauthentic. Nobody else does it like me. I don't try to be other people. I used to try to be my mentor, DeMartini, until I clued in. Oh, I don't got to be him. I just got to be me. And when I was, completely shifted. So that's what I hope to add. And you get to see how I do this on the Thursday night where I'm speaking to the public. Hopefully you bring your staff, your patients, and their guests, where I will be sharing chiropractic, and I will be closing chiropractic in a soft manner so that the ticket that they have becomes a $50 gift certificate, hopefully towards the initial examination of your care.
Awesome. How can people get involved?
There should be a link at the bottom, and you register. The Thursday is, buy as many tickets as you can and sell them to your practice members and their families. Bring them along. I'm going to be talking about the power of perceptions and tying that into chiropractic and the importance of chiropractic in keeping a healthy mind and body. And then the Friday is for chiropractors only and their teams as well. I want to add value for the teams. So bring your teams, and if they have any questions, we're going to add that in. It's a couple hours long. And then, of course, the Saturday is the main event, the overview method. So it's going to be a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, wherever I go across the world. It's going to be for the community, for chiropractors, for chiropractic patients. And I forgot to mention, the $100 that you donate for the Chiro Talk lecture that I do, the workshop, all of it goes to subluxation research. So I'm doing something for the profession as well. So it's a win-win-win to the power of 6.
Beautiful. Love it. All right, everybody. You heard it. Get on that link. Download. Buy as many tickets as you can for Thursday night. Get there for Friday night. Looking forward to seeing you, Nima.
And we'll see you again.